Hey, Mrs. Higashi, what are you working on?
Hello, Mr. Higashi. I just got finished making a bird feeder out of an old milk container.
That's really neat.
Well, I did notice the other day that we had many birds in our backyard and how great it would be to make a little feeder for them.
And that goes perfect with our Earth Day theme, using recycled materials to make something functional.
That's right.
Can you show me how to make one?
Of course.
I see we have a bunch of different containers to use as our feeder. Here's an empty water bottle, an empty Pringles can, an empty plastic can, and an empty milk carton. What would you like to use?
I think, since I already used a milk carton, I think I'm going to use this right here.
I'm going to try with the milk carton, because that looks like a house to me.
Perfect. So what we'll need is, I actually used an X-acto knife to cut a hole. Now this is something that you definitely need in some adult supervision, for sure. And I used a marker to trace a circle with
A glass.
a glass.
So I just put it anywhere?
Yes, on the side.
Well, they're all sides.
Oh,
Okay, I'm gonna lay it down and I'm gonna trace. Ooh, it's really big.
no, that one is.
Maybe I'll trace this side first.
This jar.
Use that one. So I have traced a circle on there for I guess the door. Yeah.
Yes, a little hole.
Then I can just use this X-acto knife to cut.
Yes, be very careful, Mr. Higashi.
All right, Mrs. Higashi, supervise me.
Yes.
I always want to cut away from myself as I do this, so not towards myself. Perfect.
Perfect. All right, my turn. Mine might be a little bit more difficult. Yeah. Ouch. Phew.
All done.
Now that we have our holes cut, it's time to paint. So we will be using acrylic paints because it sticks very well on our containers. And with some containers, you may have to use 1 or 2 coats to make sure it's nice and thick on there. So we've got our paints, our paint tray, some paint brushes, and our water towel. Also, a little paper towel.
Perfect. Let's go ahead and start. I'm going to use this brush.
Right. So now that we have the base coat on here and it's all dry, what next?
We should add some details with some other colors.
Exactly.
All right, let's go ahead and get to this. I want a thinner brush now. I'm just gonna put some highlights around it and make it look a little more interesting for my birdies. All done. What did you do to yours?
Put polka dots. How'd you do yours?
I turned mine into an apartment.
I love it. Well, these look really good. But let's give it a little personality.
How are we gonna do that?
Well, we have been working in the backyard, as you know, and I've cut up a bunch of twigs that we had off of our tree outside, And I found some craft sticks and some little stones.
Okay.
And I thought we could add some things to our roofs.
All right, let's go ahead and do that.
Remember, handy dandy
Glue gun.
gun.
Very hot, so make sure you have adult supervision as you use it.
Here we go.
Take this. I'm gonna make a slatted roof, I think.
Ooh, and I think I'm gonna make like a little hut with my twigs. All right, so here is our finished product. But not quite finished because we need to put a little perch in front of the hole.
Yeah,
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use a dowel.
perfect. Now, I think the easiest way to get the dowel in there is going to be to make a little hole and slide it through. So, once again, X-acto knife. I'm just going to push it through a couple times.
X.
Oh, my glue came undone.
And I will make a little X with mine. I got it.
Let's see how they look.
Ta-da!
And I see you have a hole puncher and some string here.
Yes, I brought the hole punch for you because you
Yeah, I can put two little clips on there.
I unfortunately don't have any.
Oh no, that's hard to do. Oh, there we go.
So I am going to use my string, attach it to my roof of sticks. Let's see the scissors.
There you are, Mrs. Higashi.
There we go.
I'm going to take some string too.
And this is going to be how we hang it in the tree. Thanks for joining us today while we made our recycled bird feeders. Now it's time for Mr. Higashi and I to fill these up with some bird food and stick them outside in a special spot on the tree.
We'll see everyone again real soon. Bye.